Today, we are cracking open one of the most notorious books ever written, Niccolò Machiavelli's The Prince. It's a book that, even 500 years later, still has the power to shock people.
Machiavelli argued that just relying on laws is naive. Since men aren't always good, laws aren't always going to be enough to keep them in check. So, a successful ruler has to learn how to fight like an animal when the situation calls for it.
And to do that, he says a prince has to be two beasts in one, the lion and the fox. The lion represents brute force. He can scare off the wolves, right? But he's not clever enough to see a trap. The fox, on the other hand, is all about cunning. He can spot those traps a mile away, but he's not strong enough to fight off the wolves. And here's the key takeaway. You need to be both. Using just one or the other is a recipe for disaster.
And this whole be a fox idea leads to maybe his most shocking piece of advice. A ruler shouldn't keep his promises if it's not in his best interest. And his logic is cynical, but simple. If everyone else is untrustworthy, you can't be the only one playing by the rules. You'll get crushed.
He even argues that cruelty can be a tool if it's used well. What on earth does that mean? It means you get all the necessary dirty work done in one single swift stroke. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. A quick, decisive action to secure your power is better than dragging it out with little acts of violence that just build up resentment. Then, once it's done, you can switch gears and start handing out benefits to win the people over.
But even the perfect prince, the ultimate lion and fox combo, has one opponent they can never fully outsmart or overpower: Lady Fortune.
Machiavelli wasn't a fatalist, though. He didn't think we were just puppets of fate. He kind of breaks it down like this. Fortune, or just plain luck, might control about half of what happens to us. But the other 50%? That's on us. That's our skill, our guts, our ability to adapt, what he called virtue.
He had this incredible analogy for it. He said fortune is like a raging river. You can't stop it from flooding. But when the weather's calm and the river is low, a smart leader gets to work building dams and levees. That way, when the flood does come, you're ready for it and you can manage the damage. In other words, preparation is your best weapon against bad luck.
So, because of all this cold, calculated advice, this idea of separating what actually works from what we think of as moral, Machiavelli's name pretty much became an insult.
And just like that, the word Machiavellian was born. For centuries, it's been the go-to word to describe anyone who is scheming, cunning, and willing to do whatever it takes to get and keep power, no matter the moral cost.
And this, really, is why this book still gets under our skin today. It shines a bright, uncomfortable light on the often brutal logic of power. It forces you to ask a really tough question. To create a safe and stable